Hello everyone, welcome back to esigadvanced.com reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Woodie from MaximumVapors.com. Now the Woodie is a wooden box mod, obviously. They have a bunch of different woods that you can choose on the website to have each part made out of. This one happens to be the top and bottom cap is the curly big leaf maple, and the wood that goes around here is the Chechen wood. It's a pretty solid little box mod. I enjoy it. It is variable voltage, and I'll get a close-up of the insides here. This one happens to use two 14500 batteries, which just go in this bottom portion here. There's a little potentiometer in here that you can twist to adjust your voltage. And let me bring it up close. I'll show you the ins and outs of it, and we will do some vaping on it. All right, as you can see up close here, it's finished beautifully. It's got a nice shine to it. The door fits on here very flush, which can make it a little hard to get off. I've had some trouble with it. On top, we do have a standard 510 connection, which is sealed, even though it doesn't look like it's sealed. We have a horn button on the front, which is pretty clicky and comfortable to use. The bottom, there's nothing there. Overall, the build quality is amazing. You know, I really enjoyed using it. And let's get the door open here so we can see the insides. It does have a little notch here where you can use your finger, but I don't really have fingernails, so I usually just use my precision screwdriver that I use to adjust the voltage on the inside. Now, as we get up closer here, let's see if we can get closer. Obviously, this right here is where the batteries go. It's dual 14500. I know that they do have some dual 18650 or single 18650. Here obviously we have our voltage meter, and here's where we adjust the voltage. It's all pretty contained within there, and it looks to be really well done. So let's pop some batteries in here. I've got some AWIMR 18650s. Which happen to be my favorite batteries. Got them in there. Pop this. Actually, first we'll see what the meter is reading to. Looks like 3.9. I'm actually going to bump it up a tad for this cartomizer that I'm going to use. One thing I do want to say about adjusting the voltage on here, a tiny, tiny, tiny little turn will be dramatic. Let's actually see what their range is. Looks like the lowest you can go is 3.15. The maximum we can go is 7.3. And I'm sure that is also depending on how charged your batteries are. So going back down to about 4.1 for this cartomizer. It is a little tough sometimes to get it dialed in exactly where you want, so sometimes you have to settle, you know, this is, you know, barely, there it is, 4.1. You know, it'll fluctuate a little, but as long as it's close, it's generally okay. So we'll slip the door back on. I'm going to be using this gigantic cartomizer filled up with some Tasty Vapor Atomic Cinnacide, which it's kind of chilly outside right now, so it's kind of nice. Ooh, there we go. It's working well. Move the camera back out, and I'll show you how it vapes. All right, so now that we're back out here, I'll show you how the vapor production is on this little guy. So this thing vapes really well. It's pretty consistent. Ooh, getting a little burnt taste there. It's my fault. But it vapes really well. It's just like a standard box, you know, it's just like a box mod. And I use box mods, transitioning from the traditional pen style cigarettes to, you know, the mods. I just couldn't afford those at the time, so I built my own little box mods, you know, with little kits I got from various websites, and worked really well. This is just a very pretty box mod. One thing I do want to mention about it that is kind of a flaw, I've noticed while using it, watch how you're knocking it. Just the slightest little knock, I'll even show you. Well, here. As you can hear, it's firing, right? So, barely knocked it. It's not going to fire. The reason is there is a gap between the battery compartment where the batteries sit flush to the back and the actual cover. There's too much of a gap there, which creates, well, it doesn't really create anything, but it causes the batteries to fall forward and not make a connection anymore. I don't know if you could fix that with possibly some foam here on it so it kind of sets flush against the batteries, keeping them in there, or some stronger springs. There's a couple different things you could do. Or you could do yourself if you own one of these or decide that you want to get one to make it a little bit more consistent. That was the only kind of gripe I had from this. Other than that, it works really well. The price is kind of up there. We happen to pay $169 for just this portion here. The charger, they sell chargers for about $9. You can buy batteries on the site. You can get IMRs. Which, like I said before, are my personal favorite batteries. They last the longest and they have a little bit of protection already in them. So let's take another vape on this and finish it up. It's good juice. All right, so if you're out there and you're looking for something a little bit more burly, I guess, this is definitely beautifully finished. It's made of really nice quality wood. I don't see any knots or anything, obviously, in the wood. It's lacquered really well. I've been using this as just kind of sitting around watching TV while I've had it in my possession. Other than that, it's a really good variable voltage wooden box mod. So if you're looking for something like that out there, go check out www.maximumvapors.com. This is called the Woodie. There's a couple different configurations, like I stated before. And also make sure you come check out www.esigadvance.com's forums. We'll be giving this away on the forum. So if you're interested in it and you don't really feel like, buying one, go on there, talk to people, talk about vaping. You earn points. As you earn points, you can cash those in towards devices, juice, pretty much anything vaping related that we have on our store. So again, this is Cody from eSig Advance. Y'all have a good day.